Hello again, everyone, and welcome to Darcy's Corner. This is my second video, and before you watch this one, I would suggest if you haven't watched the first one, go back and see the first one so you understand where I'm coming from. Because if you just come in on any video, you might get pissed off for no reason. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about this first video, okay, other than the introduction, and this is for everybody, but really it's meant for all my brown people out there. And this one's about dealing with the police. Okay, it's a very serious thing. I was told by a police officer that was a friend of mine in San Diego when I lived there, and he told me what to do when I got pulled over, if I got pulled over. These are the things that you need to do, people. And it's not just for black people. This is for brown people, black people, white people, whatever. All people, okay? This is a way to keep you safe. All right? Doing the best we can to keep you safe. Okay? This is what you do. You see those lights and you hear that little bloop bloop behind you. Okay? The first thing you do is turn on your emergency blinkers. You have the option of doing that or reaching out the window and waving to let the officer know that you know he's there behind you. You have the right as a citizen to pull over anywhere that you feel is safe. So if they say, hey, you didn't stop when I tried to stop you, that's a bunch of BS, because you have the right as a citizen to pull over to a position where you feel safe. All right? Now, these next few tips are very, very important. First one, carry your wallet or ID and your vehicle information where you can reach it inside of the car without having to open anything up, reach anywhere. The best way to put it is put that crap on your dashboard. Okay? Keep your hands at 10 and 2. Roll down all the windows, especially at night. Turn on the light in the car. Turn the car off. Okay? Make sure that's actually one of the first things you need to do. Okay? Make sure you turn the car off. Roll down all the windows. Turn the light on inside the car. Don't try to get out. Just wait till the officer comes up. Leave your seatbelt on, okay? That way they know you had one on, all right? Then just follow the directions he gives you. You don't have to be a smartass. You don't have to be angry. Maybe you broke the law. Hell, you're going too fast. You changed lanes wrong. Whatever. You got pulled over, all right? So let's stay safe and let's go home alive. All right? So this officer told me that the reason you do all these things is that it makes the officer feel more comfortable about approaching your vehicle. Okay? So when the officer's coming up, because if obviously they park behind you, and a lot of times they'll have a partner. One partner obviously is coming up the other side. That's the guy you usually don't see. Okay? And then the other officers coming up to the driver's side. By rolling down all the windows and turning the light on inside the car, it shows, one, you're not hiding anything. Two, it gives the officers 100% visibility to the inside of your car. Your hands are on the steering wheel at 10 and 2. When they ask you for your driver's license and registration, you're not reaching for it anywhere. It's right there on the dashboard. Turn it over, say, here you go, officer, and hand it to him. No attitude. Give him it. Just give it to him. You got pulled over for a reason. All right? And a lot of people say, oh, he pulled me over for no reason. Okay? He pulled you over for a reason. Whether he's profiling you, which happens, your lights are out, whatever. You got pulled over, pull over, deal with it, okay? Be polite, okay? show respect and answer the questions they ask you. Don't offer up any information. They don't want to hear a story. Just answer the questions. And the reason I was told to do that is this will make the officer much more comfortable about dealing with you. You might just get out of a ticket because you've made them feel safe. Officers don't feel safe anymore. And I'm a strong supporter of law enforcement. Strong supporter of law enforcement. There are good cops out there. Yeah, there are bad ones. We've seen it. We know. Okay? I'm not going to beat that drum. That's not what I'm here for. All I'm saying is I'm passing on information that was given to me by an officer of the law. And I will tell you this. Since I've been told that, over the years, last 10, whatever, I've been pulled over 3 times. I've done this all 3 times. 2 times I got out of the ticket that they were going to give me. The last time I did it, unfortunately, I was speeding in my wife's car. It's a brand new car. I hadn't driven it. Got a big ass engine, and I was flying down the freeway, cut off the freeway because I was missing my exit, and bloop, I got lit up. This highway patrol. And I was doing over 80 miles an hour. Yeah, I got a ticket. But when I got pulled over and I did all of that, when they asked me to get out of the car, see if I'd been drinking, the old normal thing, okay? He talked to me. I told him what the situation was. He understood. We had a laugh. We kind of talked. It was almost like talking to just a casual guy on the street. All right? There wasn't a confrontation. And he looked at it and he went, man, I wish I didn't have to write you this ticket. He goes, but I clocked you doing over 80. And I'm like, hey, that's fair. I didn't give him any hassle. I didn't give him any excuses because I broke the law. And I got caught. So there's no reason for me to throw out an attitude about it. So if you get pulled over by the police, please follow these instructions. Once again, I will repeat them. I don't care what color you are. I don't care how old you are. If you get pulled over by the police, put your flashers on, pull over as fast as you can to a place where you feel safe, turn the car off, roll down all the windows if you're able to, turn the light on in the car so they can see what's going on, have your information, driver's license, registration on the dashboard in front of you, and your hands on the steering wheel at 10 and 2, and your seatbelt still on. Okay? That might get you home. Now, the other part of this, some of you ain't going to like. And I don't care because this is my opinion on this. If you got warrants, stay the hell out of the car. If you're wanted, you haven't been to court, you got crap going on that you haven't handled, that's too bad. If you get caught, you get caught. But you know what? The best thing to do is go and deal with it. If you have to do time, you do time. If you have to pay a fine, pay the fine. But don't ride around like, I'm going to get away, because you're not. You're eventually going to get caught. Trust me, you're going to get caught. Okay? So, please, especially brown people, our young men, stop running. Stop getting shot. All right? If you got drugs on you, guess what? You're going down for it. You know what? The best thing to do? Don't carry the drugs on you. All right? Unless they're legal, like pot. You're allowed to have so much carrying while you drive. Check out where you're at. Some states it's not legal yet, so you got to deal with that. But if your tail lights are out, fix them. If your brake lights don't work, fix them. If you got one headlight, fix it. And guess what? Unless you're speeding or you do something stupid on the road, you won't get pulled over. And you won't have to fear a confrontation with the police. Like I said, there are good cops out there. There are some very good cops out there. And there are some bad ones. Do you want to take a chance? Which cop do you want? What are you willing to risk? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? For me, it's not. I want to come home. I want to come home to my family, my wife, my kids, my grandkids. I want to be safe. And I want the officer to feel safe as well. Because if more people do this, we have less confrontations with the police. And my biggest thing, if you got some shit on you, and I'm talking about not just personally, but stuff on you, you got warrants, like I said earlier, to stay out of the car. Especially don't ride with somebody that's doing something stupid and then you get yanked in because they're doing something stupid. 9 times out of 10, you're the one that goes to jail and they don't. Okay? Because you got stuff. Take care of it, people. Do the right thing. There's nothing wrong with being a good guy. A lot of people have attitudes about, I want to do that. It's the police. Shut up. Just shut up. Do what's right. Do what's necessary. And like I said, people, you might just make it home alive. Once again, which cop do you want to take a chance on meeting? And how do you want that meeting to end? Support your local law enforcement. Let's get the bad cops out. Let's support the good ones. That's my message for today. Talk to you again soon. This has been Darcy's Corner. Don't forget, you can email me at darcyscorner@yahoo.com. I'd love to hear any responses you have to this. Thanks. And we'll end right here, and we'll see you soon. Good night.